Oh, come on. Those are ridiculous. And that mustard gives it a nice little kick, too.
Yeah, it's got a little spice to it.
Sorry, I'm talking with my mouth full. I'm just really excited right now. Hey friends, Greg Hudson here, host of ABR, and I want to welcome you to Cedar Springs, Michigan, just north of Grand Rapids. And we're going to head on in here for a slice of modern rustic Americana from a scratch kitchen with a farm-to-table feel. So let's grab a bite right now at the Red Bird Bistro and Grill. Jody.
Hello.
Very
Welcome.
nice to meet you. Oh my gosh, thank you. What a homey place.
Thank
I feel like
you.
I'm in like your living room right now, or your country kitchen, if you will. It kind of feels that, yeah, like a country kitchen kind of feel to it.
A little bit.
And okay, you're showing off now. Now
Yes.
I walk in and this is sitting here. You're just showing off. What's going on?
Well, we've got some Drunken mushrooms here that we make from scratch in-house, and then some smoked Gouda Fritters as well that we also make from scratch.
Hold on a second. Smoked Gouda Fritters.
Yes.
I'm gonna start that. I mean, I love mushrooms, but I gotta start with this. So talk me through the process here.
It's a shredded smoked Gouda cheese, and we mix it with some peppers and green onion, a little bit of spices in there, some little bit of egg yolk, and we roll them up into balls, and then hand bread them, and then we deep fry them till the cheese is nice and gooey on the inside.
Okay, I've heard it. And is this, you got like an apple slaw or salad?
Yes.
Or arugula?
Yeah, we got a little honeycomb mustard with arugula and fresh sliced Fuji apples.
That mustard is fantastic. You're right, there's a little honey in there.
Yes.
And is that going to pair well then with this, the Gouda Fritter then?
Yeah, it's that little sweet and little spicy, nice little savory flavors there.
Mm. Oh, come on. Those are ridiculous. And that mustard gives it a nice little kick too.
Yeah, it's got a little spice to it.
Sorry, I'm talking with my mouth full. I'm just really excited right now. These are excellent. So, okay. You know, a lot of times people love the mozzarella sticks, right?
Yes.
I don't know what it is. Maybe we're just so used to it, but you don't think about using other cheeses like Gouda. I mean, this is, like you said, a fritter, but that Gouda and that smokiness, I'm glad you're using smoked Gouda in there too. What is going on with this menu?
Well, we try to do a little bit more things from scratch here, using whole foods, being able to cater to people's diets, and just got some unique flavors going on. I've worked with a lot of talented chefs over the years that have helped me develop some flavors and recipes here.
You know what I just realized when you said cater to dietary needs?
Yes.
Is both of these are, I guess, vegetarian dishes.
Yes, they are.
Wow.
Well, actually, this one does not. It does have some, it is so simmered in some beef stock. So.
Okay, so a little bit there,
Yeah.
but still full of veg with it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if you're a huge mushroom fan, a lot of people either they love mushrooms or they hate them. I love them. And these are gorgeous. Is that Parmesan we got on top of there?
Yes, a little bit of Parmesan cheese.
Oh man. Little balancing act here. This is fantastic. Okay. If this is where we're starting,
Yes.
I can't imagine what else you have on your menu. What's the theme of the menu, would you say?
Mostly whole foods. We try and do organic produce. We work with a lot of local farms and get local produce in stock when we can during certain times of year.
So you're trying to do some stuff locally then?
Yeah,
Sourcing locally.
Sourcing locally. We do that with some of our meats as well. We just work with a lot of whole foods, try and do as little processed as possible. More from scratch, making our own dressings and soups and everything in-house.
You know, because just looking at this, the presentation is gorgeous, what you're doing with these dishes. But so far, this kind of matches the feel. Like this, to me, feels like farm-to-table country rustic.
Yes.
but in a modern way.
Yeah, we kind of
bear with me on that. But you see what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah. We call it down home cooking with an artisan flair.
Definitely some artistry going on here. So what else do I need to try today?
The bird is the word sandwich is probably one of our most popular sandwiches.
That's not what it's called.
That is what it's called.
The bird is the word.
Yeah. So we'll be trying that, and then we make all of our desserts from scratch in-house. So we're going to sample some of our cheesecakes today.
Oh, if we must, Jody.
Yes.
If we must.
I insist.
All right. Well, first, let me get into the kitchen. I want to check out this chicken sandwich.
All right. Excellent.
This is so good. In my favorite place, you know what it is. We're in the kitchen. I got Chef here with me, and man, apparently we're going to be making your famous chicken sandwich.
Red Bird sandwich, you know it.
So talk me through this, man. What are we having today?
So we use all boneless chicken thighs. We marinate it in buttermilk. We make our own house breading consisting of a cornmeal, some secret spices, and a local product called Drake's, which is a batter mix. We deep fry it in a special fryer at a special temperature so it doesn't overcook, it doesn't burn, which is also our meat fryer compared to our vegetarian fryer.
Awesome.
We plate it with a little avocado spread, serve it deluxe with a homemade garlic mayo, and send it out.
Secret spices? Anything you can?
Ancho chili, chef salt, garlic, pepper, salt, all that kind
all
of
right,
stuff.
so that's a nice flavor to
yeah,
it.
it's a really intense flavor, not spicy, but you can taste the smokiness of the anchos in that. So
let's get started, man.
You got it, man. House breading, chicken thigh. Down in the fryer she goes. We'll time it.
Okay,
Very
great.
simple.
Well, we got some time. Let's talk about this menu.
You bet.
Because there was so much care put into this menu itself. A lot of thought went into it, apparently. I mean, you could just look at this menu. It's very, it feels almost farm to table.
We use a lot of local products. All of our meats are locally grown. All of our produce in season is locally grown. We have a local produce purveyor that actually kind of hand picks all our produce from Chicago.
Really?
From outsourcing it right farm to table. So it doesn't sit in a warehouse ever. Yeah, so a lot of focus on health, a lot of focus on dietary issues and needs. So, yeah.
And you mentioned the fryers.
Yes.
Sort of, you said there's a vegetarian fryer?
Yeah, so we don't cook any meat in this fryer. It's strictly vegetables, and this one is strictly meat. So there's no cross-contamination. If a person is vegan, we have them 100% covered.
Wow,
So, yeah.
that's great.
Yeah, it sure
and
is.
As the son of a vegetarian, I can tell you how important that is, and the fact that you are taking that much care to go into this, people really appreciate it.
It's very important to our ownership, so we do everything we can. We have allergy alerts that everyone it's a Chinese fire drill. We all get new utensils, new gloves, new everything, and boom, we make sure that they are safe. So
see, and the fact that you really take that to heart, that says a lot about what you guys do in this kitchen.
It means a lot to us. It absolutely does. We want everyone to have a good experience, no matter what. So
that's great.
Yeah.
Well, we got about 8 minutes left, and then that chicken sando is coming our way.
Yeah. All right, so we're all done. Time-elapse version. We got our fries just about ready. We'll pull off our grilled bun here.
I love that. Just a little kiss from the flat top on that bun.
A homemade garlic aioli, a little lettuce, fresh sliced tomatoes, and of course our avocado spread on the bottom, which is a lot like a guacamole.
Yeah.
But there's no tomato, no olive. It's just avocado and lime juice. So
that's
pretty
great.
simple.
Nice little spread.
So once our famous chicken is ready, we throw it on here. We melt some smoked Gouda on it.
Whoa!
And now
I missed that part.
A little bit of steam.
Man, I'll tell you what I noticed right there.
Once again,
the texture on that chicken.
Wait till you taste it.
Oh my gosh!
Color-coded tongs for chicken, for vegetables, for beef. No cross-contamination.
Man.
Give it about 15 seconds. Let that cheese melt, get nice and gooey.
Yeah.
And boom.
Oh, look at this.
Right on there. Fold her up. Give her a little land of love.
You're like you know what, Chef? You're like a general in the kitchen.
Yeah, but
different chefs have different styles.
I don't know if I've been called general before, but that's a good one.
Yeah, but you are. You're just a general in here, man. It's the way that everything is so precise.
So there's the Red Bird crispy chicken sandwich.
And this is a minor detail, but I love these kind of fries. I don't know what it is. I don't know what this fry is called.
So they're seasoned fry. They're coated with a little bit of a breading. They would not be gluten-free, but that's what gives them that crisp texture.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's a little just, crunch and chew and texture on the outside.
They're excellent. Enjoy.
Woo. Okay. Let's do this chicken sandwich, Chef.
Now you need some ketchup. Are you a ketchup guy?
Nah, I'm good.
All right.
I'm gonna be slamming this chicken sandwich anyway, but what I want you to notice, look at the texture on that breading. That is what you want to see. And I think it's using cornmeal in there?
Yeah, there's cornmeal, flour, and seasonings, and then cooking it at 300. We can cook it for a long time and not burn it. So that gets that chicken that keeps it juicy.
And and that way your chicken's not going to dry out.
It won't dry out.
But you're still going to get that crispy coating you want.
And it won't burn the breading.
Oh, let's go. Yeah. There is so much going on there.
A lot of flavor.
A lot of flavor. So, first of all, the chicken itself is fantastic. Now, I'm telling you, if you are not into chicken thighs, you need to be. To me, they are the most underrated piece of chicken out there.
Man, sure is.
Juicy, fantastic.
Can't overcook it.
Well, yeah.
It's hard to dry it out.
It is. It really is. It's got that nice fat content.
Amen.
And yeah, you can get the texture from that chicken too.
Yep.
I mean, you can see it and you taste it. But I'll tell you something else. That avocado spread
sets it off, doesn't it?
It really does, because he's got a lot of lime juice in there.
Yep.
And so you get the richness of the chicken thigh from the fat, you get the richness of that Gouda cheese.
Smoked Gouda, a little bit of smokiness.
That lime cuts through that fat and just creates just an absolute party on your palate, man.
Good, good.
I mean, it is dancing. That is fantastic, Chef.
Awesome. Glad you enjoyed it.
Man, that's great. Dude, thank you so much for the lesson in here. And I'm telling you, Chicken Sandwich Wars just got a little bit heated because Chef, he's bringing it with that chicken thigh.
Got it.
So I devoured the chicken sandwich, and I thought, okay, we're probably done for the day. I'm full, we're good. Jody said, no. And all of a sudden, here I am at a table with 6 different types of cheesecake.
Yes.
And you make these yourself?
I do.
Okay, well, talk us through these, because I was trying to guess earlier and I was way off.
Over here I've got lemon cream with fresh berry compote. Next to it I've got an Irish cream and Oreo cheesecake. One of my newer flavors that's become very popular is a bourbon maple pecan cheesecake.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you heard that. Yeah, I'll give you a minute. Deep breath. That is what she said.
Yeah. One of my staff favorites is a peanut butter with chocolate ganache. We've got black cherry white chocolate cheesecake.
Oh my goodness.
And then just a nice traditional strawberry cheesecake.
just a nice traditional. Yeah, because this is what they all look like. This is traditional, according to Jody. Oh my goodness. and again, I just can't get over the fact that you make all of these.
Yes.
And what I want you to think about too, guys, is, and I mentioned this a moment ago to you, it's one thing to make these different flavors of cheesecakes, which we have a variety here, but look at how ornate the toppings are, the sauces, the berry compote. I mean, even the Oreo is half dipped in chocolate with care.
Yeah.
So it's just these little touches and these sauces that you make in addition to the different types of cheesecake.
Yes.
So these have to be a hit here. I mean, people must come in just to get these.
Yep. I have people ask what the flavor of cheesecake is constantly. What's on the menu today?
And I'm going to let you know a secret too. These are 6 different flavors, but you have actually a total of
about 16 different flavors right now. I keep creating more. So
can't even name 16 types of cheesecake. Well, I guess I'm going to let you guide me through this. Where do we need to start, would you say?
Gosh.
That's my face in my head right now. I'm like, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to start with the bourbon maple.
I'd probably start with that one.
You could hear a screech, you could hear a record scratch in here when she said bourbon maple, so we're going to give this a shot. Well, there's pecans on top?
Candied pecans that we make in-house.
so light.
Yes.
I mean, I could just set the fork there and move my hand and it would cut through it. It's so light. Oh my goodness. Oh, that caramel stripping off. No words. That is incredible. You could open a dessert shop. Why isn't there a dessert tray somewhere with these just all over it? I know I need to take a bite of each, but I need to go back for more. This is seriously outstanding.
Yeah, so the one thing about my cheesecakes is they're not as heavy as like your traditional cheesecake. I do make them a little bit lighter, so it's not so filling. It goes down easy after eating dinner.
And that's what I wanted to get across there, and that's what I meant by saying you could set your fork, it would go right through it. It's not that dense, heavy cheesecake. It's a light, airy cheesecake.
Yeah.
Is there a technique that you employ to do that, or?
Just a little extra love when making them.
She's not telling us. She's not telling us. That's what that is. Okay. Woo. Where do we go next?
I would have to say after that, I'd probably go with black cherry white chocolate.
How long do these take you to make? So so right now the flavor you said is the peanut butter chocolate ganache.
Yeah.
How many of those do you have to make in order to have enough for the restaurant, like in a day, in a week?
So I usually make about 4 cheesecakes at a time.
Okay.
Usually takes me about an hour, hour and a half to actually make the cheesecakes, and then another hour and a half to bake them. And then they need to set overnight before I can cut them. But 4 cheesecakes will make me about 48 slices.
Okay.
Which will usually last me about 4 or 5 days.
Jeez. And by the way, as she was talking, if you noticed, I kind of went like that. It's because this just punched me in the face. This has a lot of flavor to it. I mean, that one did too, but I kind of expected it because you've got the caramel on there, the pecan. But that white chocolate and that black cherry is just boom, cuts right in there. What's your story with food? Because the one thing that I've been saying all day about you in particular and your dishes, inventive and creative. I mean, that's just, everything is done with such care and precision, but everything is so unique. Like everything on your menu is incredibly unique. What's your background with this?
Well, I've worked in the industry for about 30 years. I've worked with a lot of great chefs. I spent a little time in culinary school, and I've just worked with some very talented people. But I have to say my grandma kind of also instilled it in me. How do you know you like it if you haven't tried it? So I've been willing to try and experiment new flavors. And if I haven't tried it before, I'm always willing to give it a try. And I find 90% of the time I end up liking it. So
I'm glad that she instilled that in you. How do you know if you've never tried it? That's exactly right. I'm gonna try this. I haven't tried it, so I need to try it. Whoa. Is that the lemon?
Yes.
Wow.
So working with citrus and cheesecakes is very, very iffy. So you just got to have the right balance, otherwise
the acid will break the cream,
yes,
right?
Absolutely.
Man, and that berry compote on there.
Yeah.
Just delicious. But again, that's what I'm talking about. It's not just making the cheesecake itself. Think about how long and how much effort it takes to make that much berry compote for 48 slices of cheesecake. I'm going to be bouncing off the walls from a sugar rush here in about 2 minutes.
Yes.
If I just explode out of my seat, I apologize. Okay. Peanut butter chocolate ganache?
Yes.
And this building itself is impressive too when you look at it from the outside. And you guys completely gutted this in here, right?
Yeah, down to the walls and the floors and rebuilt everything from scratch.
Oh, you know what's really funny I'm just going to live in the moment right now, is I'm sitting here trying to have a serious conversation with you, but every time we start to talk, I take a bite.
Yeah.
And I just go, oh, I just lose my mind. So I apologize if I'm, discombobulated, but I just keep taking bites when I'm trying to talk to you. So was this the vision that you had in your mind's eye when you thought about what you wanted to create? Is this what you envisioned?
Yes, pretty similar to this, yeah. So the coloring and just kind of more of a homey feel, a little bit clean, classy look.
Yeah.
where everybody feels comfortable.
And it's funny you say that. You know, this is what we do. We travel the country and we visit independent restaurants. We see a lot of places all over. But what's funny about you saying that just now is that you nailed it, because as soon as we walked in the door, my producer, Austin, the first thing he said was, "And I feel at home in here." That's the first thing he said. So you nailed that.
Good.
Absolutely nailed that. So what do you think going forward? Well, 'cause you guys have been here for 5 years, right?
Almost 4 years. Took a year for construction, so we've been open for almost 4 years.
And then what's the vision going forward? Innovation with the menu?
Yeah, we try and change our menu seasonally to keep up with what's fresh from the farm. We're always looking for local products as far as our proteins go, meats, fishes, that type of thing. Yeah, we're willing to try new things. We added on a banquet space upstairs, so we have banquets available. So we just continue to grow every day. So.
Well, in the more I taste your food, it's really starting to resonate with me what you said about not being afraid to try new things.
Yes.
Because that can happen a lot in the restaurant scene, right? Where people kind of get stuck in their ways. It's like, no, this is what we do and this is how we do it. But I think because you are willing to sort of take those risks at times, that's where you're going to get things like 6 different cheesecakes. That's where you're going to get things like smoked Gouda Fritters. Do you know what I mean? So being willing to do that and being really good at it. I'm just going to go ahead and brag on you for a second.
Thank you.
I mean, I can just see you continue to evolve and grow.
Yeah.
So, well, I'll tell you what. Can't even have a conversation. I'm probably going to go like run off some of the sugar, but I got to tell you, I'm going to thank you so much for your time.
Yes.
And thank you for the hospitality that you showed us today, because that's what this felt like. It felt like being in your living room and you just presenting us with a nice lunch. So thank you so much for your time today, Joe.
Thank you.
Man, I expected a scratch-made kitchen, but slices of cheesecake like that? I might have to come back next week and see what the flavor is then. I'm Greg Hudson. We'll see you next time on America's Best Restaurants.